Today I'm going to share a few 10 quality of life updates that would make Animal Crossing New Horizons 1,000 times better. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Austin and I love big fluffy cats. This is my cat right here. She took a selfie on my phone the other day. I thought that was so funny and cute. Now let's get straight into the video. Number 1. What if Animal Crossing had like an online marketplace feature? Sure, we have Nookazon, but I know not everybody is comfortable using Nookazon. What if they actually implemented a real marketplace inside the game itself? Here's how I think it could work. So this online marketplace feature could be added into the town hall, and you can select an item that you want to sell, and Isabelle holds onto it and puts it in some kind of trading box for you. You then set your custom price, or you can make a listing for the item, kind of like an auction that people can bid on. And other players could search for your item and buy it just by using an app on the Nook phone. Once the item is purchased, the bells could be added to your ABD bank, or if it's a trade, you could pick up the item at the town hall by asking Isabelle the status of it. This would make collecting all the different items and furniture so much easier, especially for those who are a little bit more introverted and aren't comfortable meeting strangers online. Number 2. What if Animal Crossing had like a debit card that we could hold our money, or I guess you could say bells, onto it? It would make things so much easier. If let's say you were shopping at the Nook's Cranny or the Able Sisters, and then you realize there's no money in your pockets. They could give you an option to use your debit card that has your bells on it and pay for your item with the debit card. That would save us a lot of time from having to travel all the way back to the town hall, where our ABD is located, and then traveling all the way back to purchase the items. Number 3. Having night shift workers at the town hall. I remember when I was a little kid playing the original Animal Crossing on my Nintendo GameCube. And if you played the OG Animal Crossing, you probably remember that there was a post office. And this post office had, 2 pelicans working there. One pelican was named Pelly. She was like the sweet pelican who was running the post office during the daytime. And when the nighttime came around, the other pelican, her name was Phyllis. And she was kind of like the cranky one who was running the post office. I feel like it should be the same with the town hall. I mean, there's no reason to let Tom, Nook, and Isabelle run the place 24/7. I mean, come on Nintendo, give them a break. Number 4. Make the furniture have more of a purpose. So there's so much furniture in Animal Crossing New Horizons, but I feel that there's, so little ways to actually interact with the furniture. Like the instruments, for example. Wouldn't it be like really cool if we could actually create and record actual music with the instruments and then save our songs we made, and maybe we can like use our songs as like a town tune? Or even play our songs on the stereos and we could legit make our own music. And what about the bikes, for example? Wouldn't it be cool to like ride the bikes around the island? Number 5. What if we had a bigger island or a second island we can go to? Now, one of the many things I love about Animal Crossing is the amount of freedom that we get. That's really what makes the game so awesome. But it would be really nice if we had the option to add on to our island and make it bigger, or be able to travel to a second island that we can customize, and that island could have more villagers on there. There is so many villagers in the game. I think there's like over 500, and it's kind of a bummer that we can only have 10 villagers on our island at once. Why not give us a second island where we can have 10 more villagers? Maybe we could have different NPCs on that island as well, with more shops to go to. Maybe bring some of the older NPCs back and, give them their own shops on the second island. I know that Animal Crossing City Folk, we were able to travel to the city and there was more shops and stuff. Maybe we could do something a little bit similar on the second island. Number 6. What if villagers were more sassy? I feel that in the older Animal Crossing games, the characters had much better dialogue and more personality. Like the cranky villagers were absolute savages. They would legit roast you. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure Mr. Resetti made little 7-year-old me cry a few times while I was playing the game. That's probably why we don't see those characters acting like that anymore. But now that I'm older, I would just think that dialogue would be pretty funny, and I'd probably laugh. I get that Animal Crossing is intended for all ages, and I'm sure that a lot of kids, play the game. And we know Nintendo is family friendly, which is probably why we don't see that dialogue anymore. Now, they don't have to be like savages like they used to, though that would be pretty great. But I think they could be at least a little bit more interesting. I will say, I do notice the dialogue being a little less repetitive than what it was when the game was released over a year ago. Though it would be awesome if each villager had their own personality and dialogue. Like, give each villager their own story. Though that probably would be too much work for that to happen, but I think it would be awesome. Number 7. What if there was more things to do with the villagers? I think it would be awesome if we could host parties and such at our house or even at a special location on the island. Even better, maybe once we've maxed out our friendships with our villagers, there could be an option to have a villager move in with you. You guys can be roommates. That'd be pretty neat. They could also include mini games we can do with our villagers. I know we can do treasure hunts and stuff. What if there were mini games that were more engaging? Like, what if we could go bowling with our villagers, or play darts with them? Or if the roast ever becomes a thing, how about asking our villagers out for a cup of coffee? Just think how this could work. We could call our villagers on our phone and ask them out or text them, "Where you at? Let's get coffee." And they could meet us there. This would make the game feel so much more real and immersive. Number 8. Give the Mystery Island more of a purpose. I feel there really isn't much of a purpose for the Mystery Island, other than going villager hunting. Sure, we can use the Mystery Island to gather more resources, because there's more rocks there for us to hit, but I feel like most of us really only use it for villager hunting. And they could make villager hunting a lot easier. What if they added like an option where you can just go to another mystery island without having to fly back to the airport and back again to the island? I think that would save us so much more time. Another thing that would save us a lot of time is bulk crafting, which brings us to number 9. And it really blows my mind that we still do not have the option to bulk craft items. I feel like this would be such a time saver and give us so much more time to take care of other things on our island. And this really should have been added from the beginning. Number 10. Bring back ordinances. I remember playing New Leaf, and New Leaf had these town ordinances, like the Beautiful Ordinance, which would basically greatly reduce the amount of weeds that were on your town. And if you were to stop playing or if you time traveled, you wouldn't get very many weeds in your town. And then they had the Bell Boom, Wealthy Ordinance, which basically gave you more bells if you were selling items. Then they had other ordinances like the Night Owl, which allowed the shops to be open for longer and villagers stayed out later. And then they had the Early Bird Ordinance, which allowed shops to open up earlier and villagers got up earlier. It was basically the opposite of Night Owl. And these ordinances really helped you tweak the game to fit your schedule and play style. And isn't that what Animal Crossing is all about? Freedom to play when, where, and how you want? Why not bring it back and call it Island Ordinances? Let me know what you think should be added to Animal Crossing New Horizons to make it the perfect game for you. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and check out my other Animal Crossing videos. Thanks so much for listening. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.